All right. Knowing your triggers and your pattern. The pattern shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Jump into the triggers first though.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta first off, you have to know your triggers.
Right.
And then you have to be able to communicate them.
Right.
So I feel like there's like a gap in between those two things. Like knowing them is one thing, but being able to tell somebody is a whole nother thing. And like in between that comes with like acceptance. Like, okay, I know this trigger me, but am I accepting why this triggers me?
Yeah.
And am I able to be like, when somebody say something or do something, am I able to be like, okay, no, like don't do that again, or don't say that again, or like or are you just gonna keep letting it pile up, and then you snap and be like, don't fucking say that to me, I'm not fucking with that, well, I didn't know it was a problem. Like, so you want to make sure you know and can communicate it
for sure.
Otherwise,
I think a big trigger for me be like somebody accusing me of lying about some shit, or like kind of coming at me, insinuating that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like just not taking my word for what I'm saying. And I think that shit came from like my OG. Like my mom was like, nigga, some shit happened, bro. And that's what I learned, like being younger, like I used to lie a lot. And like even as a young adult, I used to lie a lot. And it was because of my mom though. It was because like when shit used to happen, we was talking about motherfuckers ordering like videos on the box and ordering CD. You remember the CD commercials when they be like all these songs on the CD and it'd be rolling credits and shit. Niggas used to order the dumb, do all the dumb shit kids used to do. And it was like I was not a part of that shit. And it was like no matter what happened, my OG was like I was in trouble. So it's like I learned early like the truth not really good enough. I gotta come up with some shit.
Some wild shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit
like,
that's gonna make you believe me.
Yeah, like so it's like it's not good enough to be like, yeah, I just wasn't there. It's like, you know what, G? I was at motherfucking da-da-da, and the whole fight broke out and I saw the police and da-da-da. I had to like really like, bitch, I wasn't there. Like, I have to paint a picture to you that I wasn't there. I'm gonna make some shit up because I ain't getting my ass whooped. And I think like me doing that made me a better liar. And then sometimes I really was lying. But I think, I hated that feeling of being accused of shit. And I think in relationships, that shit kind of triggered me. But it's like, that ain't nobody's fault.
I feel that.
For sure.
You definitely got to know yourself, though.
The pattern shit, jumping into that, I think everybody should know what their pattern of dating is. And it's just looking at the common denominators. You are the common denominator in everybody that you've dated. So if you're single right now, you have to accept the fact that every relationship you ever had failed, right? Exactly. Every relationship I ever had failed.
Yep.
What's the common denominator in that? Me.
Exactly.
Right? So other people did shit to contribute, but I did too. So what's my pattern? And for me, my pattern is typically I talk to somebody and everything is going good. Neither one of us verbally says we're in a relationship. So we're just talking and then suddenly something happens, right? So it might be I start talking to somebody else, she found out, she starts talking to somebody else, I found out, whatever the case may be, something happened that make us uncomfortable. And it was like, now it's trouble in paradise, right? So, and it trigger you like, damn, like I'm really hurt by what this person did, even though we're not technically in a relationship. And that uncomfortable situation kind of forces the hand to say like, okay, now we finna get together. So now we're entering a relationship with a level of distrust that already exists from day one. We walking through the door with a level of distrust because we only got together because some shit went wrong.
Thanks.
And usually the relationship kind of never recovers from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's my pattern. That's how I always do it. Like I never say, hey, I never like, and for me it's just like when shit be going good, I just be wanting to leave it where it's at. Right. And that be the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be shit going good, let's leave it where it's at. But it's like, no, you can't have a long-term situation without commitment. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be my issue.
Yeah. My pattern is definitely, well, I could say up until like this year, maybe like this summer.
Right.
I was always dating people I knew. Like I was always dating men that somehow like I knew some way, somehow. Like whether it would be over the years through somebody else, like whatever, like spinning the block, whatever. So I had to like start like meeting new people,
How's
which
that?
is frustrating.
Yeah, you look like you're not feeling it.
It's
What's wrong with new people?
frustrating. It's just frustrating shit. It's like I don't know, like you really gotta like explain yourself heavily. You gotta like really get to know this person. It's like really like a compatibility test.
All right.
You know? And then like shit, you can find out like, oh no. Like this is not working out. And then too, like the safety perspective of it.
Like you think these niggas might
They
Jeffrey
just
Dahmer
might.
you.
You don't know.
All right.
We don't know anymore.
What? Jeffrey Dahmer you?
And he says it again.
Dahmer?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean like we can't be too safe nowadays.
When you say like you saying, can we say that like on some boogeyman shit? Like he gonna pop out in the dark type shit? Hey, chill the fuck out.
Relax.
Chill the fuck out.
But yeah, like even from a
skinny
safety
white gay
perspective.
man. I'm not homophobic. I don't want no skinny white gay man popping up in this motherfucking base. I'd beat Jeffrey Dahmer ass.
We would
though.
definitely stomp his ass out.
Yeah.
He would have got that ass beat.
For sure.
But yeah,
For sure.
like no, that's it.
For sure. You wanna hit us with Cam's Corner?
Cam's Corner, as you guys know, always sticking to the topic. You're such a hater. Like, why? But at the end of the day, this was about knowing yourself, knowing what you're looking for and your non-negotiables. Set your boundaries, never waver. You want to stand firm on how somebody can treat you. And make sure you're consistent in that boundary and it's always clear cut. That way, that person will have no choice but to treat you that way. They will never be able to be like, but that's not what you said this time. That's not how you said you felt this time. No, they will always be able to say that that's how you felt. That's what you was given. That's how you was coming. Stand on it, period. Do you know what you're truly looking for? And are you able to decide what your non-negotiables are? And when one arises that you didn't know, how do you handle that? Like, do you handle that in a mature fashion? Is it time to just cut that person off because it was too much? That goes into triggers, knowing your triggers and being mature enough to communicate them. At the end of the day, if you have a pattern and it hasn't been working, you might want to rethink some things like I did. It's not working to date niggas I know. Terry, it's not working for him to, deal with a problem and then be like, oh, let's be together. It's not working to do that. So if it's something that you should change, don't be afraid to like make those necessary changes and just see if it works out. That's what dating is about. It's literally like trial and error. And like he said, like if you're single, all your relationships have failed. So Cam's Corner.
Facts. I'm gonna get on some hotep shit real quick with the with my cheat code of the day. I'm for real.
Okay.
Brother Rose and shit.
Yes, sir.
Listen. I'm back. Listen.
Yes, I'm back, baby.
My cheat code for the day is dating somebody who feeds your soul and not your ego.
Yes.
So what I mean by that is this. A lot of women I've dated have fed my ego. And I ask myself sometimes, like, who would I date? When I look at all the women that I talk to, that I know, that I haven't chosen, I would say, who would I date if I did not have an ego? That's a tough question. Because if I remove my ego from myself, which one of these women would I pick?
Ooh.
Right? And I ain't finished yet. Nah.
He say the hotep shit hasn't came.
It haven't came yet.
Pause.
No, I was just talking
Hold
shit.
tight.
So like for me, for example, like the women who feed my ego is like, okay, their looks are more important. Like they have the personality is there. It's not like their personality is intolerable. The personality is there, but I'm mainly here for the looks. Mm-hmm. Like that's what is taking precedence over everything. That's what brought me here, right? Mm-hmm. That's what made me pick you over her. Women who feed your ego are going to, when you have a problem, they're gonna focus on the surface root of it's not gonna be any understanding, right? Mm-hmm. So they're gonna focus on the surface of the issue. Like when y'all have an argument, they're gonna ask about the details of the facts over and over as if the facts are gonna change, right? Like that's how the argument is gonna go. You're gonna have the same shit over and over. Mm-hmm. A woman who's feeding your soul is gonna ask you about you. All right. So if you in a club talking to a bitch for too long and it's looking crazy, a chick who feeding your ego is gonna be like, why was you in that bitch face? Who is this bitch? Da, 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 da. That's the ego bitch. Cause she in her ego too. Right? So she worried about like what this bitch got over me. That bitch ain't even look. Da, 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 da. I bet you trying to feed your soul is like, gee, do you have self-control? Like, do you just need attention? Like what's up with you that, you know, you feel like you gonna disregard me in the room and just be in bitch's face? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna put a mirror in front of you and make you really look at yourself when you have issues. And I be scared of them bitches.
You kind of should be though, especially if you're not like prepared for that type of like. It's
hard. Like I don't think
look at yourself.
I don't think
look at yourself.
We could be healed. We could be mature and shit like that. It's always gonna be hard to look in the mirror and see some new shit. It's easy to look in the mirror and see the shit you already saw and knew what was wrong with you. But when somebody look at you, try to say some new shit, like, bitch, I thought I was good.
I was fine.
Don't come over here noticing shit.
3 years. Healing.
Yeah.
That's what I
it's
said.
Like you get a fire ass haircut.
You come with this shit.
And the bitch come like, your mustache a little crooked, but it's, bitch, I just tipped this nigga. I thought I was good. Like, fuck is you talking about? I'm scared of them, G. I'm scared of them.
I think that it will be scary for anybody to be dealing with somebody that kind of makes them see themselves. And honestly, I think what you said was a great question. Like, think about all the people that you've dealt with. And if you take your ego out of it, like if you take the reasons that like, oh, I'm with this motherfucker because he fine or he look good or he got this, he got that, like, would you pick anybody? And I'm over here like, damn. I got one person though. I came up with one person.
Did you choose that person over other people at the time though?
Yeah.
When the opportunity presented itself,
I did.
Yeah. I got this one chick that I feel like, because at this point in life, you know, and it's not even about settling, it's about like my values are different. Facts. I would date a 6. I would cuff a 6.
Okay.
Before I wasn't cuffing no 6.
Okay.
Now it's like if you checking the boxes and you're a 6, I'm gone. Cuffing, I'm grateful. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm
never
in.
leaving.
I'm never leaving.
You know what I'm saying? Because them 8s, 9s, they don't be checking them boxes that need to be checked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the thing about it is that like when you put everybody next to each other, you know, it's the wants versus the needs that clash. They're kind of going back to the beginning of the episode.
You need to be focusing on your need.
Yeah. It's somebody right here who puts that mirror up in front of you, is gonna help you grow and all of those things. And it's just like, it's this other chick who just got this crazy sex appeal and it's funny, and that's kind of it.
But you're gonna be stabbing with her, and that's it.
Yeah. So it might not be a bad relationship.
No,
but
it's
not.
Like,
but you was gonna be great with shorty.
Yeah, y'all was about to like,
and it damn near scared you.
Be millionaires. Like y'all was finna like get this money.
Yeah.
But you was like, whoa, hold on.
The money, the growth, whatever it is.
You make me too conscious of like. You make me have to look at myself. Scary. Growing is scary, and learning yourself is the hardest lesson.
Growing is scary, especially when you're not ready and somebody calling you out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough. But I think that's it for the day, man. What else do we got? I think we're done. Are we done?
Tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Barcosina.
By the time y'all see this shit, it's gonna be November or something. So y'all gonna miss the tacos.
No lies.
We gonna get the tacos. You feel me? Like,
I'm gonna put it in my story.
I appreciate y'all listening. Make sure y'all check us out. Share our shit. Share this shit with 3 people at least. Check out the Patreon. Check out what we on: Apple, Spotify, Audible, Amazon, all the other shit. Check out all the other shows. We got what Her Nut Matters, No Designer, Provocative, Bonding with Boogie, and of course Provocative. You know what I'm saying? FCN
A Man's
Pod.
Perspective.
Right, I was gonna say you said provocative twice.
I said provocative twice?
You definitely did. I appreciate it though.
A Man's Perspective. FCN Pod.com. Make sure y'all hop on that bitch and go buy some merch. Support the people. And it's actually good merch. Right?
Yeah.
It's great merch. All right, we out, man.
Y'all.